It's not just about enduring, but contentment. Choosing to love each other.
The bride and groom are together and they're about to be like wed in matrimony, whatever it's called. You can tell she's literally in the middle, probably in the middle of the aisle filming them based on where the camera is angled. You're a makeup artist. She shot it so close to them walking down the aisle together holding hands. By the way, this is 7:30. 7:30. Literally like filming the dinner area, just filming everything, and it's like, to me, this is so unnecessary. So we're gonna get into her apology video to see what she has to say.
So that was all the footage that I got to get from the wedding, but I'll continue to tell you guys the story. I hadn't realized that I've been ignoring my pain the entire day, so I really hadn't realized what I was going through. And I've been having such a good time with these people, and I felt so much love that I couldn't even believe that this groom was talking to me that way, especially when I hadn't done anything to him. I hadn't done anything to anybody that day. The only thing I did was show up, do my best, and be my best. I just wanted to make sure that this bridal party really enjoys. I just wanted to do everything that I could to make sure that the day was perfect for them. But obviously, I was doing something to get on somebody's nerves. As I am bursting out in tears, the bride is consoling me, and she's like, no, like, I don't want you to leave. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm really in tears because I just can't believe that all this stuff is happening to me this weekend. A host of other personal problems that I got going on in my life. I'm in this crazy space. I was just so emotional. I couldn't do nothing but break down. I just felt so weak. I felt so made a fool out of. I felt so vulnerable, like I was being kicked while I was already down. And I just felt like I had given this bridal party everything that I had. I didn't have much to give, but I gave it. I gave it all I got. I gave it all my energy. Y'all can see, I literally went above and beyond. I was on my feet for over 12 hours. I was giving it everything I had. I just want everything to be special for them. I knew I wasn't in the best space, but I'm like, these people are literally having one of the biggest days of their life. Like, I just want to make sure that this shit goes well, and I just want it to just be good vibes and good energy. So I decide I'm going to leave. I told the bride, I said, I'm just going to go ahead and leave. I don't want to be ruining anybody's day.
And
my heart broke in that moment. I've never had that happen to me. You know, I thought about it and I was like, you know what, my bride, I went out to my car. I think I went to the store to just get something. And I was like, you know what, my bride doesn't want me to leave. I was like, I might as well just stay. So I went back and I drove into the botanical garden. I parked right back in the same spot that I was parked at. Before I walked in there, I was like, you know what? Go back, get what you need. You are stronger than that. Don't let nobody break you down. So I went back in there, and I went back in there with my head held. When I got back in there, I went straight into the cocktail hour. I had my head held high. I'm not gonna let nobody break me down. I'm good. Like, maybe he just had a moment. Maybe he just needed to cool off. I did nothing to him. I sit down and, you know, I see the bride and we're talking and she's like, you're good, like, you're fine. Her mom telling me, you know, stay, like, we really love you being here. We love your energy. The mom, me and her, we still just vibing. It's still just like a vibe. I mean, I dusted off. I was like, you know what, let me let that go. Then I go back out of the cocktail hour and I go and sit down with a couple groomsmen. So I'm sitting with the groomsmen, I'm chilling. They like, yo, you look tired. I'm like, yo, I've been on my feet since like 7 o'clock this morning. I left out at like 6 o'clock in the morning to just get here. So I've been on my feet all day. Like, I ain't really had no breaks. I had a bagel and then I just ate some food from this cocktail hour. After that, one of the assistant planners came up to me and she goes, can I talk to you to the side? And I'm like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't even feel like getting up here. I'm just ready to get the last couple shots of these videos and this content that I need for this wedding, and I'm ready to go. So I told her, I was like, you know, if you got something to say, you could just say it right here. Like, it's fine. Like, it's not even that deep at this point. So she goes, oh, like, the couple does not want you here anymore, so you're going to have to leave. I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I'm trying to process what's happening. The couple wants me to leave. Like, what did I do? Like, I'm just so confused. On top of that, this is just like super embarrassing. Whether I would have went to the side with her or not, this is something that I know was being talked about. So it's already just embarrassing. Said it didn't matter. This is my reputation. This is my company. I'm self-made. I built this on my own. And this is just like crazy. And I didn't do anything to anybody. I'm so confused. So I end up getting up and I'll start walking by. And again, I'm about to burst out in tears because I'm just like, nah, like, there's no way that all of this stuff is happening. There's just no way.
So why are you so oblivious? Like, why are you so... Don't you see how you're coming off to people? It has zero self-awareness. It doesn't exist. Okay, you're already in a bad place mentally. Saw some background information, how she had broke up with her boyfriend, so she already felt low, But my thing is, this is someone's special day, and you're making it about you. You're all up in these people's face. You're filming them. You're being disruptive. You're pulling the energy away from the bride and the groom on their special date, and you're making it about you. I think the bride is going to address her and be like, hey, you need to get out of my wedding. She's not going to do that on her wedding. She doesn't want to bring any bad vibes, and she doesn't want to bring the attention to you. She wants to enjoy her day and not have to deal with a makeup artist that doesn't know when to leave. Like, so it's the fact that you seem to understand this. It's very concerning. And then she tries to wrap it into, oh, it's just being professional. I'm going above and beyond. I'm providing great content, great customer service, and just making sure that my client's makeup is good throughout this whole process. But it's like, blotching pads exist. I mean, if her makeup's smudged, she can always do a touch-up. Like, you don't need to be there throughout this entire process, you know? All you're doing is just being a disruptance, basically. Yeah, the groomsmen, they're gonna be nice to you or whatever, but it's like you saying you've been on your feet for 12 hours when it could have only happened 2 hours. Because you should have just did your job and went home. Get the content for your business, which is makeup, and go home instead of doing all this extra crap, being all up in these people's faces, filming things that you don't need to film. None of this has anything to do with your business. You need to learn when you shouldn't be there and when you should be there. It's just a mess. So now she's dumbfounded. She's so confused as to why people wouldn't want her there. And like I said, she just lacks self-awareness.
She was like, oh, you about to leave? I see you or whatever. So I was like, nah, like, come here. So I understand that you and your husband want me to leave. I was like, I didn't do anything to anybody. I don't even know what's happening. Like, I'm so confused. Now I'm sitting there about to start crying again because I'm just really confused. So I was like, you know what? Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your wedding day or whatever the case may be. I'm going to go ahead and go. Mind you, I see security literally watching me. So y'all were about to get a security guard to remove me from out the wedding as if
you don't know how to leave.
Me to be forced out. Like, as if I'm begging to be here. Like, for real? When I tell y'all, it was so embarrassing and so crazy because I literally did nothing to nobody at this wedding. I do appreciate to the bride for being apologetic about what happened. That was crazy and it was unacceptable. It was disrespectful. I maybe think I was the only black vendor. I don't know. I'm the only black vendor that I saw, and I was treated that way. That was fucked up.
And now she's trying to play the, I don't even want to say the black card, but now she's like, oh, I was the only black vendor. That's why I was being treated the way I was being treated. No, you're being treated the way you're being treated because you're unprofessional. Just do your job and leave.
And God is trying to tell me to get out of this industry. I was kicked out of a wedding tonight. I've never in my life have been kicked out of a wedding for doing absolutely nothing. I've never been kicked out of anywhere. And I'm so hurt. Like, I feel like in this industry, there's no
So yeah, that sums up the first part. She's basically just talking about her experience at the wedding and how she felt that she was treated and how hard she works and how she really tries to sit up.
And I love this industry so much. And I love working with brides, and I love doing fun stuff. I love being able to bring out content. But I don't know, I don't know if God is telling me, that this is not the place for me. I barely even work weddings anymore. If I come out to your wedding, it's so rare for me nowadays. When I come and I work a wedding, I try to give my all. And I stayed at this wedding. I'm so fucking hurt. Pour my heart and my soul into this industry.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it on this note. When your light shine as bright as mine do, my light shines so bright, people can't take it. They can't take me in this industry. They can't take it.
But yet you see
my light
her
shines
film.
so bright. This company is 5-star rated across the board. I have never.
I'm here to apologize to the couple that I worked with last Saturday. I also want to apologize to the entire wedding party because y'all deserve an apology. I want to apologize to all of the guests that attended that wedding. Y'all deserve an apology. And I want to apologize to all of the wedding vendors that worked so hard to make sure that that couple had a beautiful wedding day. I sincerely apologize to all of y'all. It was never my intentions to cause any of y'all any stress, any hurt, or any pain. That was never my intentions. I'm a small business owner who operates with the utmost care and the utmost professionalism in this wedding industry. I started the Key Look about 5 years ago, and we've done over 500 weddings. And we worked all over the country, and we also have done weddings internationally. And before I started the Key Look, I saw that there was just a hole in the wedding industry for women of color, and it wasn't enough representation. So I wanted to offer a solution to women of color who were overlooked. That this is an option. You can have luxury grooming services on your wedding day. You can feel and look beautiful on your wedding day. And that is why I started the Key Look. As a small, self-funded minority business, we bank on social media. We use social media as a marketing tool so that we are able to reach potential brides or couples who would love to work with us on one of the biggest days of their life. And social media has it has showed us, and it has been successful for us, which is why we just continue to use it in our business strategy so that we could constantly reach brides who are looking for something that we offer. So now that some time has passed, I am going to explain the story from my point of view of what took place that day. I totally understand that.
So she's just basically talking about how she didn't do anything wrong because she was given permission to film, and before she even meets her clients, she has a consultation with them, and they hop on these calls where the makeup artist can get to know the bride, what they want, their expectations and all that stuff, and just to see if their personality vibes. So obviously on these calls they're getting to know each other, and their clients are seeing her personality, and that is true, but it still doesn't take away the fact that what you're doing is wrong. You're not following your contract, your own job description. You have this weird sense of entitlement, like just because you did these people makeup, they owe you something. They owe you content for their entire wedding. They don't, especially when they don't want to film. They don't want to do TikToks and film. They're not big. This couple that got married, they're not big social media people. That's not something that they want, and you still went against that and got content that has nothing to do with your business. Just overstaying, and it was just so unprofessional. So yes, those were the 2 apology videos. If you ask me, it wasn't really an apology video. It was just her trying to justify her actions because she saw that how hot it was getting on TikTok and how it was starting to make her business look bad. So I'm gonna do the final part to this whole thing soon.